OCO. Shout out to everybody who's watching the video. Shout out to everybody that this video will reach. You know what I'm saying? A couple things to talk about, man. Man. First of all, I'll update you guys about life. I'm going through a lot right now. I'm not gonna lie to you, not gonna hold to you, but we're gonna keep positive, keep pushing, regardless. You know what I'm saying? That's all we have to do in this world full of chaos. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do this as much as you can. You know what I'm saying? Keep learning and progressing no matter what's going on in this world. You know what I'm saying? Man, shout out to let's get to it. Shout out to Here's a Britain, my homie Alaskan Whiskey. I dropped his information in the description. Yeah, so man, that's my homie right there, like no cap. Man, me and him been going in for a long time, for years, talking about our original history. And not even just our history, other folks' history, you know what I'm saying? So-called Africans, their history, Caucasians, you know what I'm saying, their history, Asians, you know, the ones that they want you to think are the real Caucasians and Asians and stuff like that. But that's like a whole nother dynamic, you know what I'm saying? That's like a whole nother subject right there, because it gets so deep. And that's like one beautiful thing about our history is our history in general, but our history in particular, it goes so deep, it goes so vast that a lot of people, they get frustrated or they get mad, or because they can't like fathom everything. And every time you learn something about a history, there's like so much more to learn about, you know what I'm saying? And the reason why it's like that is because the universe doesn't end. You know what I'm saying? The universe is literally infinite. The universe is infinite and it's very vast. And that's why our history is the same way. It's because we are the universe. You know what I'm saying? This is the matter. You know what I'm saying? We are nature. What is nature? Nature is everything. Nature isn't just the trees and animals and etc. Nature is also the sun, the moon, the sun. The nature, it extends the cosmos. That's nature. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. Nature is nature, and nature, she will always have her last word, Mother Nature. But anyway, yeah, man, I was making this video, and this video is like on the fly too. I'm busy right now, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna share, if I'm just gonna drop. Shout out to you, Alaskan. I'm not sure if I'm gonna drop his videos. I'll drop his links in the description. But there was like a couple of videos, particularly, that's been going viral, and me, I seen it. I was like, yo, you got Dane Calloway shouting you out, talking about you in a good way. You have another guy I started listening to a couple of weeks ago. Actually, I've been listening to him for a while, but he popped up again. I started checking him out, and he had came across Alaskan Whiskey's video, aka Here's a Britain, and he started talking about the same thing and somebody else. I'm like, oh snap, like, yo. But anyway, man, let's get into it. Because a lot of people are just finding out that the original Scottish people, or so-called, I don't like using the word, but we all know what the word means. Because you guys either call us, when it comes to us people, aka Aboriginal people, the original people of the planet, you know what I'm saying, whatever, depending on where your location's at, they always like to stamp Afro this, Afro that. Let's call them Afro-Scottish. Let's call them Afro-Americans. Let's call them African-Americans. Let's call them Afro-Latinos. You know what I'm saying? But you don't hear no one saying, I'm an African Jamaican, I'm an African Haitian, etc. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that's outside of the continent, Africa, which isn't the real word, Ali Buchan is the real name for that area over there, that landmass, but really it's all connected, Eurasia. But depending on who you want to talk to, because when I was in school, I remember when I was in school, a continent was a vast, a big land surrounded by bodies of water. It was surrounded by a body of water in 4 different corners. You know what I'm saying? But now, when I got older, I see they changed that. Now it's now they want to go by the tectonic plates. You know what I'm saying? So I guess it depends on what area you grew up from. the real definition of a continent, or you can go back to Webster's dictionary, or even beyond. Just like Webster's dictionary, you have a Webster's dictionary, Webster. You have what was the other one? Starts with was it Oxmoor? I can't remember. Then you have the encyclopedia, the thesaurus. I read these things growing up. As a child, I read these things growing up. And just like the original, when you read American, it says the original, it applies to the original copper colored races found throughout the Americas, you know what I'm saying? Now it's applied to any native that can be European descendant or whoever, you know what I'm saying, calling themselves an American. But that doesn't stop just out in America, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, like Scottish, so you know what I'm saying? Alaskans going in on the original Scots, you know what I'm saying? The Aboriginal people are the original Scottish people, you know what I'm saying? And the original, and he was telling like, hey, stop stealing when it comes to a lot of you people from Ali Bookin, and even beyond you guys. But mainly he was talking about how, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people, Africans, you know what I'm saying, they would colonize us, Aboriginal people from different areas. Well, take our history and credit it as themselves. Yes, we made jazz music. Oh, yes, we did this and that. Without us, you wouldn't have your dances. Without us, you wouldn't have your food. Without us, you wouldn't have your culture and everything. You know what I'm saying? It's been going on for a long time. And you know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody out there. I've seen that since it's blown up. I've seen another lady that was in Scotland, an original Scottish lady. You know what I'm saying? Aboriginal Scottish sister. I saw her going in too about this. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of people after Alaska, you know what I'm saying, been going in. A lot of people out there in Scotland been like rising up too, like, hey, you know what I'm saying? He's right. I'm an original Scottish person. And guess what? My ancestors did not come over here from so-called Africa. And then you have a lot of people, they want to argue saying, oh, well, yeah, those people over there in Scotland, the so-called black people over there in Scotland, their ancestors came from Africa. No, the fuck. No, it's not. And that's the thing, where you guys are seeing in America, this has been going on in America for a long ass time. Actually, it's been, to be honest, it's been going on for a long time, but really, if you break it down, it hasn't really been going on for that long. The brainwashing literally started a couple decades ago. The brainwashing literally started around the 60s. The 60s and 70s, that's when they really started brainwashing. The 80s was heavily brainwashed. And I'm from New York. The 80s and 90s fucking was heavy brainwashed of African Pan-Africanism. You know what I'm saying? But then even when you look at that era, you still had a lot of brothers and sisters out there that was still speaking the truth about we're not all African, you know what I'm saying? Never came off a boat, anything like that. We've always been in this landmass. You know what I'm saying? So that's been the thing over here. And even when you ask elderly people, when I was a kid, they straight up would tell you what tribe you are from. When I was a child, they straight up literally told me like this is gonna happen. They literally said this is gonna happen. They've been trying to make us forget who we are. You know what I'm saying? Many of us have forgotten who we are because we was brainwashed, and our parents was brainwashed as well. Even though a lot of our parents, they know the truth. And not even just talking about the original American people, even like so-called white people. A lot of them, to be honest, they even know the truth. A lot of them, they want to play bullshit games and stuff, but even them, their parents will know the truth. Their parents will tell you, hey, growing up, or my great-grandparents, you know what I'm saying, hey, they call black people, so-called black Americans, they just call you guys Indians. And then they was brainwashed to believe that was offensive, you know what I'm saying? And the real offensive words, actually, back in the day, was calling us black. And then in the 80s, they started calling us African Americans, all of us aren't African, you know what I'm saying? And that extends beyond the Americas. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to Alaska, like he was saying. That extends to the original people of Scotland. That extends to the original people of Italy. Shout out to Italy. I've been seeing you guys make a lot of TikTok videos saying, I can't wait to get recognized. But no, I've been recognized. But you guys over there in Italy, I've been recognizing you guys for a long time. I've been did my research about the whole entire globe, you know what I'm saying, about our people, you know what I'm saying, scattered out. And that's what we was talking about. And that's what Alaska was talking about. Our people scattered out. And our people that scattered out, their history been erased too. They've been trying to erase you guys' history too, as well. You guys know that. But now the whole globe needs to know this information. The whole globe needs to have a wake-up call. The whole globe is having a wake-up call. That's why these disasters are going on right now, especially here in the Americas. Flooding, bad. You know, weather control, yes, that stuff is true. Blah, 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 blah. Yes, modification, yes, we know that those things exist. But our spiritual energy is so strong too, you know what I'm saying? And Mother Nature, she knows what's going on. She knows what's supposed to be put in place. And Mother Nature will wake up her children. But we are Mother Nature, so at the same time, we have to wake up. As we wake up, you see the rest of the world, the beings that are doing damage that don't belong here are falling quickly, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, you will see a lot more of disasters come up to play. But that's a whole other video. But I want you guys to check out Here's a Britain, Alaskan Whiskey. I'm gonna put his video and everything in the description. I'm running on a timer right now. You know what I'm saying? But shout out, because you guys need to hear the information. You guys need to hear about the original people of Scotland. You need to hear about the original people of Italy, Russia. You know what I'm saying? All these other places across Europa. You know what I'm saying? The real name. Everybody needs to know this information, like seriously. And it's crazy that it's taken the so-called year 2025. It's not the real year, but that people are just not recognizing. You know what I'm saying? But us in Europe, especially in London, we've been recognizing them for a long time. London and UK. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But other places besides that, then the recognition been needed to happen. So I shout out to you, homie, for doing what you do, you know what I'm saying? And that's our ancestors waking up too. Our ancestors are here. We are ancestors. When I hear people say, "Oh, but some of your ancestors are bad," and this and that, blah blah blah, we're not talking about that bullshit. We are talking about the great divine. We are talking about the real God within us rising up. You know what I'm saying? And we know who we are. We know that power. You know what I'm saying? So anything you guys want to say, we're not even phasing it. Because I am sick and tired of I don't do a lot of TikTok work, you know what I'm saying? I can. I just don't really be doing it that much. I do a lot of work, like I make my own shirts and clothing. I'm on like a couple pages, you know what I'm saying? I make my own YouTube videos as the one I'm making now, and I discuss with people, you know what I'm saying, that I'm amongst, you know what I'm saying? These conversations, high level conversations that we be having, you know what I'm saying? But it is a great time. Everybody should know who the real American people are by now. They know, and if they don't know, they're fucking bullshitting. I'm sick and tired of you Native Americans saying this and that. You're not fucking from here. You're from fucking Siberia. You know what I'm saying? I'm sick and tired of the white people. I'm tired of the African people. And I'm not saying I'm tired of all you guys. I'm tired of like the ignorant ones that keep like downplaying our history and acting like we don't know who the fuck we are. Then you got our own people too. Our own people be like our worst enemy. No, we're African. This and that. No, blah blah blah. Hey, if your family tree really came from that land, Africa, okay then, that's okay. But don't try to say every single so-called Black American, every single Aboriginal Black Scottish person is from Africa. Don't say everybody in the whole fucking globe is from your landmass. No, it's not. We are the culture. And everybody knows that Aboriginal people, we are the culture. Everybody want to be like us. You know what I'm saying? If we're African, why do Africans want to be like us? You know what I'm saying? Don't make any fucking sense. Do I see Native Americans, white people? I've seen a couple of you guys, but I don't see everybody wearing a dashiki. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Our people was doing that shit because some of them are brainwashed, you know what I'm saying, etc. But no, when you guys come over here, you won't be like us. Even when your own people tell you guys to stay away from us. Why is that? Because they're brainwashed. You know what I'm saying? They don't want you to know who the true heirs of this land is. You know what I'm saying? Heirs of this land. And that's all I gotta say, man. I'm tired of the bullshit. Like, people, y'all need a wake up call. This is a wake up call. We know who we are. Just look at me, man. And people want to say, you guys are African. No, the fuck we don't. And then they want to be like, oh, you guys are mixed. No, I know my whole bloodline. Like, for real. I know my bloodline, know all the history, everything. And you guys are getting so angry that you can't tap into our culture now. Because when we gatekeep our culture and keep it amongst ourselves, everybody else, they fall. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing I can do about it. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Alaskan Whiskey. You guys check him out. Check him out, man. For real. Everybody need to listen to that video. You guys need to just have a wake up call in general. We know who we are. We're not playing games no more. You know what I'm saying? I go out in public places and I know those people, they be staring because they know what it is. They can look at your physical features and they can feel their energy. You know what I'm saying? When you guide, when you guide and goddess, you already know how your energy could be very powerful without you saying anything. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I gotta say right now. You guys take it easy. You guys have a great day. Keep leveling up. Keep ascending. Keep learning. You know what I'm saying? Keep learning. Like I was telling my sister yesterday, I said the further you go back in our history, guess what? The greater it is. When you go back to these other beings' history, it's not so great. So that's how you know who the real gods and goddesses are. Quit playing with us.